Hey guys, and welcome back to Top Trader Sports. It's time for our first weekly roundup. And today we've got some stories from all over the sports world, mainly an NHL focused day. But we're going to get started, and we're going to start with my favorite, so bias right away. Talking about the MLB, the Cubs have made it apparent that they are all in on a trade for Nolan Arenado. Now, the Nolan Arenado saga is getting really old to me. I've been back for like a month, and I'm really tired of talking about it. It's one of those things where there's not much to report on. Time will only tell, but I'm curious to see how a trade between the Cubs and the Rockies would work. If they truly are all in, they probably have to send some outfield pieces back to Colorado. Then you have the contract situation to work out with Arenado, and you have to wonder if Brian would be a part of it. A lot of moving pieces. Alright, so speaking of trades, over in the NHL, the Pittsburgh Penguins and Minnesota Wild completed a trade. The Penguins received Jason Zucker from the Wild for Alex Galchenyuk, their first round pick, and Kalen Addison, a defensive prospect. Galchenyuk, Penguins got him in the Phil Kessel trade just a couple months ago. And it's kind of curious because originally, apparently, they tried to get Zucker last summer, and Phil Kessel was a part of that trade, but he vetoed it. So in the end, it kind of seems like the Penguins gave up a lot. That being said, Galchenyuk wasn't really having all that great of a year, nothing special, so change of scenery should do him some good, and Zucker should definitely improve the Penguins. While we're in the NHL, a scary moment happened this past week when Blues defenseman Jay Baumeister collapsed on the bench during the game after an apparent cardiac attack. The game was promptly suspended and postponed. Most recent update suggests that he is feeling a lot better, and hopefully we'll hear some more good news and also get a better understanding of what exactly happened. Again, very scary moment, but hoping all the best for him and the Blues. While on the Blues, winger Zach Sanford had an incredible 4-goal night against the Vegas Golden Knights. What's even crazier is that Sanford had just 8 goals on the year going into the game. So what a way to up your goal total. 4 in one game. Tip of the cap, quite a feat for the young winger. All right, now jumping over to the NFL. Really, the only thing that we have to talk about here is the news that Philip Rivers will no longer be a Los Angeles Charger. Philip has been, a great quarterback for them, honestly. Probably one of the more underrated quarterbacks over his entire career. He came in during the same draft class as Eli and Ben, and all three of them have had very successful careers. It's really interesting, though, because this will mark the first time that Rivers is a free agent, and he also joins a very mediocre to solid QB class as, teams start to figure out the redundancy. We'll most likely see Cam Newton in a New Jersey. There's obviously the rumors that Brady won't be a Patriot. So just a lot of quarterbacks who could potentially, we could see a shakeup in the NFL with a lot of these guys, and it'll be quite interesting, especially because some of these guys have played for their teams like Philip Rivers has for so long. Expect him to find a job. Plenty of teams can use him, whether they want to use him as a starter while they let somebody start to, kind of get accustomed to the NFL, or if they want to use him as a veteran backup, that, if they're trying to go with a young guy and things all of a sudden aren't working out, they can turn to him to hopefully keep the season alive. Last but not least, it's All-Star Weekend in the NBA, so tonight you can watch all your favorite celebrities attempt to hit three-pointers but end up with air balls. Then you can watch the world versus the USA as the top rookies and sophomores battle it out. That game is always, or at least I should say, normally very exciting to watch because you get to see the young studs of the NBA battle it out, and typically they put on a good show. Tomorrow night you get all of the mini games, your 3-point contest, dunk contest, and skills challenge. Adam Silver, the ever forward-thinking commissioner in the NBA, has made some changes to the 3-point challenge, so watch it, let us know what you think, but the man definitely is never afraid to take risks, and pretty much every time he makes a change to some sort of format, it tends to be pretty good. And obviously, last but not least, Sunday, you can watch Team LeBron battle against Team Giannis. Both teams will be honoring Kobe and Gianna. Team LeBron will be wearing number 2, and Team Giannis will be wearing number 24 to honor them after the helicopter crash that took both their lives. So, very cool. It's definitely going to be an emotional night with all the tributes and everything. But it should overall be a very fun weekend as the league's best players get to, score 150 points in a single game. The defense is always terrible, but always some cool highlight plays. That does it. Monday we will be back with a weekend roundup talking about the All-Star break, what happened, the XFL, and anything else that pops up. So leave a like on this video, subscribe to us if you haven't already so you can get all the up-to-date news possible. Go follow us on Twitter as well, and we will see you guys next week.